We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the damned. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals, in hope of harvesting human innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? So bear with me a second. Got some audio problems here already. Mike. This is good. I thought I had this fixed. Monitor only. Hopefully this works. Nope. Rough. Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Hopefully, yes. Welcome back. We got it fixed. Hopefully you guys are actually hearing me now, because I'm not hearing you. Got a lot of crap going on. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well tonight. Happy Tuesday. What is today? Yeah, Tuesday. Today is actually the 21st, 4 days until Christmas. This is good. Hope you guys are all ready for Christmas. I know I'm not. You see, better audio quality, better picture quality. Everything appears to be doing good tonight. Knock on wood. We're going to go over to, got it loaded up where we left off, Olympus 1, Nevada State Prison. This should be show number, since last night didn't count. I don't know. I don't know what show number it is. I lost track. I think it's 169 because we had to cut last night short because I had a lot of problems. Mainly stuff being like, hold on, cam off, cam on. A lot of my buttons weren't working for some dumb reason. We got it tonight. And I guess that's really all that matters, ain't it? So with that being said, let's go ahead and start rolling some audio. We need to get back to it. If you can't hear it, let me know, and I'll try and figure it out. We just got to be ready for the hours upon hours of dead audio now. Uh, really isn't a bump or anything for a while. Got to get the lighting fixed because one of the lights is sitting literally on the left-hand side of my screen, right to where I got to look for analyzing. So I got to get the lights basically up to here. Have to get that figured out. The lights I bought, I thought they were telescoping. Obviously not. They were only $20. I could really blind myself and just do that. But we're going to leave that side off for right now. Good news is I can start streaming some games. This new rig is awesome. Got my curved monitor set up now. Everything is locked, cocked, and ready to rock. So, since last night was so screwed, how was your guys' weekend? Hopefully it was well. Saturday I had a allergy attack. I spent all day trying to set up the computer. Broke my computer desk, as I said last night. The corner piece went to move it, and it just fell apart. So now Brent's got to get a new computer desk. Yay. But it is what it is. I'll be able to, once I get a bigger desk again, get that set up. So, yeah. Everything's improving, though. I'm happy with it. So I did remove a lot of the sound clips because they weren't being used. I'm still slowly working on getting social media set up. I do have the live button set up for Twitch. I need to know if they have one for Instagram and for Facebook. So got a lot of the same. I don't think I have any new sound clips. Shortened some of them, so let's run. That one's just creepy, especially this being a prison. But there was a hotel on the prison grounds before the prison was a prison, and if I remember right, it burned down. So a baby's laugh would be great. The evil. You can see it's not so grainy on my face, but it is. From cool to hot.
You're not afraid of the dark, are you?
Are you? Oh, I'm loving this. Did that not do that for a reason? No, undo that. Put that back over here where it belongs. Huh. Why is this messing with me now? Let's not do this. Plays it and stops. Huh. Okay, there we go. We got that figured out. We're good. Still got to get the last little bugs out of this. The stream's going good, though. Everything is right. Everything is good. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Allergies still flaring up. Oh my God. Not good. And of course, you hear people in the background. Definitely not an EVP. Did I leave debunk up here? Or did I take that off? Oh, there it is. I figure out how to get this hidden too. It'll all get ironed out eventually. At least we're back on air. That's the main thing. That is the main thing right there. I was getting tired of the janky ass old computer. Then getting everything moved over. Oh my God, was that a pain in the ass, people. Getting all the programs put back on. Getting OBS set up. Finding out I had to go back in and give my computer permission to OBS to use a microphone. That was no fun. That was no bueno. So if we do this. Yeah, that'll work. I think that should work, right? Yeah. Takes a shadow out of my face. Kind of covers up the ugly anyway.
Oh, if you have any problems, dial information. Thank you for calling.
Okay, just making sure all these, all the sound bites and everything work. All the buttons seem to work. The only thing not working is this guy. That's weird. Huh. Don't know why chatbot wasn't turned on. It was actually strange. Okay. Might have to go in and turn it on each time I use it. It's all right. low-flying plane? That's got to be a plane. Who knows at this point? The strange shit we've been getting on this show, I don't question anything anymore. Didn't realize I was muted. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to make sure this format is the same as it was when I switched computers. We got an EVP here. It's been a while. And I'm going to let this play while I go back over what I just said. This shows consciousness. This shows intelligence. This shows memory. If it's referring to me or the equipment because of, hey, look at that recorder. I remember this from March, or was it April? So it's been 6 or 7 months since I've been to the prison, and we're getting an EVP of it's been a while. So is that showing memory? Very possible. One step closer to proving intelligence and life after life. Life after physical life. So we can put another one on the counter. 1766. Let's move along. Everything appears to be working right. So we're doing it right. Everything appears to be working right. Okay. Shooting myself in the foot right now, guys. I really am. Regardless, I'm just happy to be back on air. I just can't get over how much better the picture quality is for you guys. Let's amplify this up. There should literally be no way to get this. This almost sounds like it's coming from the prison next door, which would be impossible to pick it up from that distance with this recorder. So I don't know. It's over a bullhorn. It's over a megaphone, that's for sure. Well, we know for a fact this is not paranormal. But it's fun to analyze, ain't it? Gotta figure it all out, don't we? Some of the stuff we come across, I swear to God, it just gets more and more interesting each and every show. And there's no voices around, which would lead me to believe this door shutting is paranormal. It's gotta be. You don't hear any of the investigators talking in the background. But you still hear the megaphone going in the background, the PA speaker, which there's none on this property. Again, cell doors, no voices. And for those of you new to the show, always make sure and watch the bottom where the purple and pink are. Watch the power signatures. More than you do on the graph, you'll still see little spikes down in here. Like watching this area, you can see watching this area down here. You'll see a lot. You'll see like little peaks, little ridges, and that's where I try to watch for the EVPs. A lot of times they won't be there, and there'll be even a lower frequency than that. But with depending on how strong the spirit is or how much power it's using, how much energy, let me rephrase that, it will you'll see that register pretty easy. And we'll take a look at that when we get to the next EVP so I can explain it a little bit better. I gotta start remembering to unmute myself. I'm starting to look stupid doing this. That's like fourth time already. You hear the door shutting. It's a steel door with a steel panel, not like a jail cell door. You can tell it's further down the hallway, further into the prison. It's hard to tell if there's an investigator there or not. If there is, they're just being quiet. It is a door shutting. More than likely, it is the steel door going up to execution. Death row, and women's. So it's a ways away. So we can go ahead and throw that up there as being not paranormal. And more cell doors, common for a prison, probably just residual. I've noticed too, guys, I'm watching my computer usage. With the old computer, I was using 7% at 60 FPS. Right now, I'm using 2% at 60 FPS. Good thing is, I'm going to upgrade the RAM soon, go from 64 to 128, hopefully take the processes down just a little bit further. Not that it's really going to matter. But yeah, Brent did good. Brent did really good on this build. And the people I have sent the pictures to said for a first-time computer builder, my cable management was good. And yeah, they said it works. Yeah, then you did a good job. Pat yourself on the back. Gee, thanks for the words of encouragement, guys. My first build, and that works. Sometimes I even impress myself. What can I say? I'm easily impressed. Oops. But it's definitely not hard to do to impress me. Yep, I am muted. Thank you. This is new. New lights. New computer. New monitor. So yeah, new spiel all the way around. And the left headphones. Huh. That is strange. I don't know how I'm only coming through on the left. Well, what is going on with this? I had it fixed. I did a test stream yesterday, and it came through just fine. Crap. This is strange. I thought I had this fixed. And why is my chat up here? Oh, wow. I had this so fixed last night too. See if we can let's see if we can fix this. How about now? I literally thought I had this fixed. I don't get it. I'm actually at a loss for words on why you can't hear the audio. It's showing it's coming through on my side. One through one earphone. That's what I don't get. Bear with me. Let's see if I can get this fixed. Can you hear? Okay. I don't know what I did. Don't know what I clicked. Is it fixed? Still louder on the left. Okay. Still louder in the left. I don't know how. Huh. Recording is coming through on both, but you're softer. Not there on my right. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna try to get this fixed. No wonder shit was messing up. Now, hopefully this is better. Let's see if it's actually recording on both channels. Probably not, but we shall see. Hopefully that works. This might actually be working. Definitely gonna see this might work. Definitely gonna see this might work. Crossing my fingers. Ooh, EVP reviewing. Yes. Duck Mix Things. How you doing this evening? Hopefully you're hearing me okay. It's not coming through one side. We're having some audio issues tonight. New computer. I had to put OBS onto it. Trying to figure out why people are only hearing through one side. Hopefully you're hearing through both. I've been tinkering with it. Trying to not only set it up, but analyze EVPs while I'm doing it. So hopefully you're hearing through both headphones, or both sides of the headphones. And this is what we do here at Incarnate Paranormal. We review all the evidence from my investigations. Majority being EVP reviews. And just so you know, Duck, let me pause this for a second. This is from Nevada State Prison. Investigation 2 nights, Halloween weekend. The reason you're not hearing any questions coming through, what I did was I had like 15 digital recorders. I set them randomly throughout the prison. I just went and turned them on and say, hey, this is Brent, Incarnate Paranormal, Nevada State Prison, Halloween weekend. This recorder is being left in such and such a location, unattended, night 1, and set it down and left the area. So if any teams came through and investigating, we'd hear their questions. Otherwise, all the other EVPs are residual. My first visit to Nevada State Prison back in April, we had 436 EVPs in 2 nights. We're trying to beat that, and I did the same thing, but I only had 9 digital recorders that were set out randomly through the prison. And we got a lot of residuals. Then again, we got a lot from the Zoom H3 VR that I was carrying. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do what I can to answer your questions. I said right now is a little rough. It's a little rough. Trying to get all the audio ironed out. Oh, Explicit, I fixed it. Thank you. Now let's see if you can hear the audio. But yeah, Duck, any questions regarding the paranormal? I'll do what I can to answer it for you. And yeah, Explicit, she's been a very big part of this channel. She'll help you out too. Don't hesitate to speak up when you hear something. We'll go back and analyze it.
We are the ones who dwell within.
And Sarah Blackheart, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Welcome to Incarnate Paranormal, where we analyze EVPs and video evidence from all my investigations. And we are currently Nevada State Prison, Halloween weekend. 2 nights. Welcome to the family, the dysfunctional family. Yes, Explicit is 100% right. The more ears, the better. Generally what we do is the consensus, let me pause this real quick, is the more people we have in here, the better. If I think I hear something, I go back and highlight it, let it repeat, and I'll let you guys say what you think, then I'll say what I think, and we try to come together, and usually I'll write both down and play it back for the client. But if the majority severely rules, I'll write down what the majority is and put it down on the EVP counter down here at the bottom of the screen. We're at 1766, and that's over the past 169 shows. Also, you'll see the get insulted at the bottom. That's whenever a spirit insults me. We've got 81 insults. I took out the STFU button. I just felt it wasn't appropriate anymore. But it used to be if people wouldn't stop socializing on the investigation, I would hit the button. So feel free to join in. And yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And Explicit, how's the resolution for you? because I've got everything almost completely maxed out on the program. Thank you. Go up here real quick. Jump up to full screen cam. And downside on this being Nevada State Prison, you're going to hear a lot of cell doors shutting, a lot of residual energy, and a lot of investigators walking in and out through doors. Well, I'll see the wrinkles. You'll also see all the gray hairs coming in. But I could also just do this. Shut off the camera. Yeah, I had to get the lighting. You don't got that glare on my forehead anymore. It gets too dark. There's another light. Oh, thank you, Explicit. Now the only downside is getting used to this new monitor. It's really tricking my eyes a lot. No, I had a 34 ultra wide. This is a 34 ultra wide curved. So the resolution is, needless to say, a lot higher. So I had two normal 34 ultras. I just kept one of them and put it for so I could view chat and in the program. The other I'm using for everything else. I'm going to get another stand and put the third one up back over here. So I'll be running 3 monitors. My eyes are already weird. My eyes are already freaking weird. Weirder. Yeah, thank you.
You're going to die.
Yeah, the OLEDs and stuff like that, yeah. And I'll be honest, it's tough. I've got 2014 vision, so I got to be careful with what I do. It's very sensitive. I might do I still have it up here? No, I don't. Thinking of maybe playing some video tonight too, just to go back over it. Okay, now as I was saying, before all the audio was messed up, if you look down here on the bottom, you can see the differences in the power and the frequency of the signal. You can see the little flare-ups. This is where I tell people you want to start watching for EVPs. It could be somebody walking through, it could be a cell door shutting, it could be talking, it could be an EVP. This is where we really have to focus when we analyze this.
Come and play with us. Forever. And ever. And ever.
And there's my good friend, Mr. Gamebug. Thank you for the host, sir.
Thank you.
Or it could be the spirits making fun of me again. Yeah, it's OGB. And it's a car going by, which is right. The prison is right next to the freeway, so we do have a lot of traffic going by occasionally. Kind of hard to debunk, or easy to debunk, but now if a train went by, it'd be a different story. My layout has changed. Bug, I got the new monitor in, 34 Ultra. I upped the output on the resolution. I changed things around a little bit. I had to. You know. There. Is that better? Hard to say. Okay, I'll change the EVP color. I'll get back in and change that. I'll do that on after the show.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
Explicit, thank you for the resub. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bug. Greatly appreciated. Sarah, do you put any in the hole? And what about video or thermal? They would not let us in the hole for the simple fact it's a cave. And because of the bad weather they were having, the ceiling supports were giving away on the unstable ground. I did a lot in like execution last night cells. We have done video. If you want to see the video, you can check it out on Incarnate Paranormal on YouTube. The first, I believe, 4 or 5 shows, or actually more than that, we did video. I will be going back through the video occasionally throughout the streams. We're going to have probably close to 100 shows to get through the evidence from this investigation. So to take a break occasionally from the audio, I will be going back over the video just for people to see. So yes, we will be going back over video. Thermal, I do not believe in, because thermal only picks up solid objects. If it's transparent, to me personally, it's not going to pick up a spirit. Same goes for the SLS. I will not use it. I'm a little bit more old school with my investigations. I don't believe in certain in 3 things. I don't believe in cell phone investigating. I don't believe in the SLS, and I'm not a fan of thermal. I actually sold my thermal camera. So, if you have like, am I going to go back to them? No. Give me my Eddie Plus, my GoPro, and my digital recorders. I'm very, very happy with that. And Explicit, thank you for the link. Appreciate that, Explicit. And I think the link is actually, if you scroll down in the channel, There is a link to it in there as well. See, that doesn't sound like a car. That to me is too, it's got too much of a scuff for it to be a car. Thermal is a voiceover unless you're in criminal investigations, not paranormal investigations, yes. The only thing thermal cameras are good for on investigations is checking windows, doors, vents, for heat leakage, for heat or cooling leaks throughout the house. You go into a house, somebody says they're getting a bunch of cold spurts, a bunch of cold drafts coming through. You check the seals around the windows, check all the vents, check all the doors to make sure when they shut there's no cold air coming, under and up. So thermals are good for residentials when it comes to trying to debunk certain things. For detecting entities, like I said, absolutely not. But video, yes. Hours and hours. I said, Sarah, you are going to hear a lot of bangs. Majority of the time, it is investigators moving throughout the prison. You're going to hear a big one right up here, just about the same. Right there. What it is, because of the investigators, like we have 3 teams in the prison first night. You're going to hear doors shut throughout the prison, opening and closing. If there's nobody in the cell block, it's a residual energy. We've gotten so many cell doors opening and shutting throughout the investigation so far. I mean, we're only in the first recorder, that I can't write them all down. It's just too much residual energy. I'd still be writing the first 40 minutes of this audio clip. So we try to, unless it's something completely and totally obvious, we don't write down residual energies when it comes to doors or anything. Appreciate that, Bug. Thank you. What we look for is mainly voices, whispers, footsteps, definitely footsteps, but the whispers. And hopefully, I just don't do something like this to you. Like that. That's another one. It's a cell door, but it's a different bang. It's a different type of residual sound. So let me bump this up a little bit. Yeah, you heard the little friend. This sounds like a locking cell door. Like when you turn the keys and you have that bolt drop in, this sounds like the bolt dropping on a cell door. This is completely different from a cell door shutting. This is a lock sound. So this is one we would want to pay attention to. So this, what we want to do, get the trusty pen and paper out. This is at 3:19:13. So when you say doors, yes. Very rarely will you see me stop for a door. But if that door locks, you darn well guarantee I'm going to stop for it. So what we do, go into File, Save Selection As. Let me get back up here so we can do this. Okay, delete that part. So we got Night 1, or Night 1, Olympus 1. So we got Night 1, Olympus 1, and Locking Door. So, how's the new piece running everything? It's running a lot smoother, a lot clearer. Bug, I've got the resolution set to max. I've got my audio peaked out. I've got, the resolution is the key. I was running 7% of my PC. Now I'm running 2%. Still at 60 FPS. I'd like to run higher. And the camera is running a lot better. And as Explicit said earlier, I think the lighting's helping out a lot too. But Sarah, I will actually give you credit on this one. You mentioned doors. We end up getting a door EVP, a door residual energy. So we save that. Don't want to save it, or don't show that alert again. We're good. And another one of the meter, 1767. And we're back and rolling. Now I can start doing games again, Bug. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Start doing Phasmophobia and a couple other things. The only thing I don't like about it, Bug, is the fans. If I'm not careful, you can hear the fans pretty good through the mic. And your new card will be here Friday. That is amazing. Then you can start your new animations. Bug, that's guaranteed. Okay, this one I don't think we're going to get. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get this one. Oh, nice, Bug. Definitely have to figure something out and get something set up. Because I want to start gaming again. Awesome. And I gotta go to work on the 26th. CES loads in, so I gotta go load a bunch of gear into Consumer Electronics Show. Yippee, the day after Christmas. But it's part of the job. Indisposed, 7th through the 10th for surgery. Ooh. Hopefully everything goes alright for that there, bug. Now, what you're hearing is faint talking and laughing in the background. What you're hearing is other investigators the next floor down. Good news, not cancer. That is amazing news. That's not good news. That's amazing fucking news. And I'm not going to hold back on this one. I'm not going to be shy. Fuck cancer. Chronic pancreatitis. That one's more survivable than cancer. Get that pancreatitis taken care of. Surgery and medication. You'll be good. Back to the same old bug that we all love so much. So what I'm going to do, because you guys came in late, I want to go back to something where we at 2225. I want to go back to 24102. Since you guys came in late, I want to go back and play this EVP for you guys. Where are we at? Should be right there, I think. Right there. Nope. That's investigators in the background. Right there. So yeah, this is the first EVP we got while the audio was still screwing up. It's been a while. Let's get back to it. Remove the blockage, reattach the pancreas, and then port of the... Wow. So that should be about a 4 or 5 hour surgery. Yeah, 4060 is better than 1090. Xbox SS came yesterday. Freaking awesome. And Sarah, yes. Bug, all our prayers go out to you. Known you on here for like, what, 4 years now? Something like that? Maybe a little bit longer? You're an integral part of the society, man. We can't do we can't be with almost 6. God, you're gonna age me. I'm getting forgetful. And yeah, it has been about that. Wow. We're getting into a good section. See what we'll get here. Hopefully it's not doors and investigators. Yep, it's investigators. Yep, they're being noisy. Damn bull in the china shop. The news is 3:26. We got an hour and a half left on this recorder for night 1. Then we hit night 2, which is 3.5 hours. Then we get on to the next recorder. Yeah, Sarah, it was black. It was the investigators. They're moving throughout the cell block. Nevada State Prison is horrible for echoes. We're talking all the concrete and the steel, especially with a voice like mine that carries. It just echoes like 2 or 3 freaking rows down. It's horrible. Yeah, but sir, and I tell people this. This is something I go through on. I've said a few times, and it's something to teach investigators or even viewers. You have to know your fellow investigators. I mean, you have to know them. You have to know their mannerisms, their footsteps. You got to know their breathing patterns. The sounds they make when they burp, when they hiccup, when they sneeze, when they cough, when they break wind, as disgusting as that is to say, you have to know your team's bodily functions and the sounds. It sounds horrendous to say that, but it helps debunk stuff later on. Those that have been here for a while will tell you they've had the recorder pick up my stomach grumbling. It's like, oh, that's just me. I had an upset stomach. I took Tums and it didn't work. It sounds disgusting, but yeah, recorders pick up everything. They'll pick you up from, I have a recorder that'll pick you up from 400 feet away. You break wind 400 feet away, this recorder is going to pick it up. So, like I said, know even their footstep patterns. That way, when you get into a location like a prison, anywhere with an echo, you can say, hey, that's Jane Doe walking. That's Bill Smith walking. Oh, so-and-so just broke wind. Yeah. Move along on the evidence. Be able to hit that debunk button. The major downside of not asking questions, leaving a recorder unattended, is stuff like this. But we've gotten some amazing evidence because of it. As I said earlier, 436 EVPs from our first investigation at the prison. And just so you can see, while it's playing, I'll bring this down. This is the first investigation, Nevada State Prison. Everything is location, time stamped, all the way down. Most of this being residual energies, residual EVPs. Yeah, Bug will pick it up. If two investigators are talking, if there's an EVP behind it, this guy picks it up. Sure as shit, he'll pick it up. Yes, Sarah, a lot of intelligent EVPs from NSP or any investigation. We've gotten a lot like Carol Cole, one of the men who was executed in Nevada State Prison. We got an EVP on the first investigation back in April. The EVP was, "I killed the bitch and put her body out behind the trash pile." I had to do research to find out it was, serial killer Carol Cole, to be able to get a name. And when I went back this last time, I asked, were you referring to Bonnie Sue O'Neill, which was his victim, and the only one of the serial killers who dumped his victim's body next to a dumpster? And we got a response of it was. And that was on the GoPro. We're going to have to wait till we get to the Zoom H3 VR before we get back to that EVP again. I'm hoping it picks it up because I also had a digital recorder in the room next door. So if we can pick it up 3 times, we can confirm it. There will be a lot of intelligent EVPs. So that'll be, a lot of those will be on recorders where there's a lot of investigator activity. And there's some recorders I let around where people were in there for over an hour. So that will be coming up. But that one that I had earlier that I just had played where it said, it's been a while, is very intelligent because it shows it's been a while. Could it be referring to the investigators that had been there before? It's been a while since I've seen you. So yes, a lot of intelligence. So what I will do, let me see if I... Where do I have it at? Where did I put it? Figure out where I put this at so I can play it for you so you can see. I'll find it. And just the door shutting, nothing to get excited about. Yeah, very heavy door. It's one of those solid steel doors. I know exactly which one it was, too. Yep. Motorcycle in the distance right after. Exactly. Gotta get me a new remote hard drive too. This one's starting to slow down. Nevada State Prison, or furnished by Seagate External 5 terabyte. Wow. See if I can find this video for you guys real quick. Don't know where I put it. No, that's okay, Bug. I'll find it after the show. Thank you, though. Don't know what I did with the... Bug, I'm actually thinking about putting some SSDs in the slots that are in the case. Put like 2 terabytes in. Which I think might be a better option. So I can eliminate the space on my desk. Even though it's not taking up that much. Where I put that. That's bad when you can't remember where you put a file. I wonder if I didn't bring it over from the last computer. I don't think I did, guys. Oops. Yeah, I'll find it. When I do, Sarah, I'll play it on the show for you. It's just driving me nuts. I'm trying to find it while I'm listening to audio. So my mind's trying to focus on 2 things at once. Not a bright idea for me. Definitely not a bright idea. Samsung 872 terabyte. Okay, thank you, Bug. I'm also thinking about getting rid of the headphones and switch to in-ears. That was different. And this has a hollow sound to it. This isn't a cell door shutting. This isn't a lock dropping. This is hollow. Pipe hitting, maybe. Might be a pipe hitting a pipe. It sounds like a tin cup, which is stupid because they didn't have tin cups in Nevada State Prison. Maybe they did back in, the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Their water cups. Yeah, Sarah, you and Bug are right on the same page. Pipe hitting another pipe or two sticks clapping. Right in the same area. So it very well could be. Not really worth writing down, but it's worth at least acknowledging. Yes, they had a yard at the prison. A very big yard. Nightstick on bars. Damn, Sarah. I like that. That is... Sarah, now I gotta ask, are you an investigator by chance? Are you a paranormal investigator? Because that is thinking right along the lines of an investigator. Especially being investigating a prison. You think about a guard like hitting that bar saying, get back in your bunker, you need to be quiet. It lights are out, shut up. That's a guard hitting one of the bars. That is a very, very good analogy. I'm actually very impressed. I usually catch a lot. And the guys who've been here a while will, I'll throw out some random freaking, ideas. This is about as spot on as you can get. This is a wood nightstick on steel prison bars. That's exactly what it sounds like. That is freaking exactly what it sounds like. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Really, thank you. That one is that's good. Me random, never, right? Now, sir, getting ready to hit. Next year will be my 14th year in the field. Ooh, traffic. 12 years. Well, it's like everything else. They say if you make 10 years, you got a very good chance of just continuing. 12 years, that's a long time. Ball tough bat. Nice emo there, Bug. Got a lot of gift subs. Yes, you do. It's always appreciated, Bug. Yeah, it'd be longer than 14. Sir, I took a break for a few months. Had a real bad experience on a residential investigation, and it almost put me out of the field. It almost put me out. Not really ashamed to talk about it. It's just one of those things to where I got, I don't want to say violently ill on an investigation, but I had to remove myself for about 30 minutes. Whoa. Now that's a loud slam. That caught me off guard. Yeah, this isn't an investigator. Every investigator that was there for this weekend is a seasoned investigator. They know not to slam doors. They know not to scream. They know not to yell. That's an FU slam. Yes, that's an attitude slam. This is a loud slam. And that's got some resonating to it too. That's got some good resonation to it. But yeah, saying Sarah, I started vomiting on an investigation. I ran out of the house and literally couldn't stop for about 15, 20 minutes. Composed myself, went back in, finished the investigation, feeling nauseous. Yeah, get in there and shut up, slam, yes. Throw him in the frickin' cell and rack that door shut. But composed myself, finished the investigation, left, and it was a 90-mile drive to the investigation. I stopped like 5 times and got sick again. I got home, still sick, managed to get to bed, woke up feeling like $1 million, like nothing ever happened. So something on that investigation followed me most of the way home, and yeah, it was bad. Well, this isn't in solitary. This is Unit 5, Cell 24, which means it is, where was it? It's on the 2nd floor, and this is an older part of the prison. It is an older part of the prison. Yeah, I didn't go into solitary on this investigation, Bug. It was a very negative spirit. It was a very negative spirit. I've been on probably close to 800 investigations now. I've only ever had one demonic. And I will never go back to that house as long as I live. I'll put this on mute because I will bring this up. This house was actually on Ghost Adventures, one of their first seasons when they did a demonic house here in Vegas. I investigated it with the team I was with, Vegas Valley Paranormal, before they did. What you saw on TV is not 1/100th of what happened in that house. We went in, interviewed the family during the day. We were literally watching shadows, dark masses, walk up and down the hallway in 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Walk across the hallway from room to room, walk up and down and just disappear. Come to find out, when the kids were younger, they were doing sacrifices in the back room. They tore up the carpet and were drawing pentagrams in blood. Then when they were done, they'd put the carpet back down so the parents would never know. So when they remodeled, they found the pentagrams in blood. And it was stained into the concrete. So whenever we went and did the investigation, we lifted up the carpet. Lo and behold, there's the pentagrams still there in that faded blood. I tell you, that was the most negative energy I've felt my entire life. You were in that house and it literally felt like something there wanted you to die. It was horrendous. Then I saw it on GA. And they didn't tell you the whole story. And I was like, I want to get hold of them and tell them, you guys need to do it right. Because you basically insulted the field. And you'll rarely hear me talk bad about GA being in Vegas. You'll rarely hear me talk bad about any team. I don't believe in it. It's bad juju. But you will hear my views from time to time. So I met just Bug. I'll have to go research it. Yes, Sarah. Yeah, I think somebody went in and did that. GA had the house blessed. I know they did. They went in, buried the crosses, and did the prayers on the corners of the houses, and they removed some items from the house they thought was causing the problems. So as far as I know, they didn't tell the whole story, but they did bless the house, which really needed to be done. I used to have a demonologist on call. Was a good friend of mine until he left the field when he got married. So I had to call him, I think, like 3 times in 10 years. Oh, what's that? Let's amplify this. You know what that sounds like? You guys are going to laugh at this one. It sounds like snoring. It sounds like frickin' snoring to me. It's too close to the microphone to be a car on the freeway with like a diesel engine revving up, which it still could possibly be kind of a diesel engine just revving that deep motor rumble. But it sounds like residual snoring, which doesn't make any sense in a prison. Why would there be residual snoring? Unless the prisoner who was in that cell slept his life away in the prison, in that cell. But could be Jacob's Ladder, maybe. The first one could be a heavier door shutting further into the prison, just because it's got some resonance to it. So you might have that flex in the steel, which is entirely possible. But the second and third part sounds like snoring. So the first one to me could be a heavier gauge steel door shutting, and it's just that shutter happens when you shut certain like old the steel tornado doors for the Midwest, and you get that shake in the metal or that shake in the steel. I don't know. I'm kind of lost on this one. I'm racking my brain. The first one sounds like resonating steel. So what I'm going to do on this one, just because. I'm not going to count it. We're not going to put it on the meter. So this is Olympus 1. Analyze later. So because I'm gonna send this to I'm gonna talk to Susan up at the prison. I'm gonna send this to her and see if she can identify it. Since she lives in that area, she's at the prison all the time. She'll be able to identify this sound. I don't want to dive into it more than that, just because I don't want any false positives. The last thing I want to do is present evidence that isn't evidence. And Bug, if I ever got locked up, I might do the same thing. Read and sleep. And being in NSP like I was, I couldn't imagine doing time there. You did 3 things: read, sleep, and work out. Yeah, it's pretty much all you can do. Kind of doing laps in your cell. 500 laps equals a quarter of a mile. But guys, we have got it working, which I'm happy for. We have come down to that 2-hour mark. Explicit, I thank you for helping me get this audio issue resolved. No longer it's coming through one side. Yeah, okay. Just making sure the mic was working. I thank you guys for tuning in tonight and spending 2 hours of your life analyzing the paranormal. Now that we've got everything resolved, everything is up and running, we are golden. First part of the show was kind of laughable because you guys couldn't hear most of the audio. But we got it. PC Wing had its own gem, single inmate could use for as long as they wanted until another. Okay, fair enough. But I hope you guys had fun tonight. Why is my chat over here? We'll get that resolved tomorrow night. We got everything else working. I'm happy for that. I am very happy for that. It has been a bumpy freaking road. Yeah, Bug, I'm going to copy and paste it for later. I'll get it done. Sarah, I've got to work early in the morning. And by early, I've got to be into work at 4 a.m. Otherwise, I would keep going. Unfortunately, it's one of those nights where work calls early. Usually I work the normal 8 to 5 shift. And yes, I usually do 2 to 3 hours, depending on. If I don't, I'll try to make it up. I try to make up the streams, go longer when I can. I've done as long as 4 or 5 hours. and I won't go 20 hours. I can't blow through all the evidence because after NSP, I'm not going to have a lot to go on until April. So after all NSP is done, we're going to do some games until the next investigation comes around, which hopefully will be Nevada State Prison Part 3. And as far as like Incarnate Paranormal is my team, also a member of the Warren Legacy Foundation for Paranormal Research. Unfortunately, I will not be using that evidence on the show because of privacy issues. Until I have the team rebuilt, since I just left this previous team, there's not going to be a lot of investigations, unfortunately. But that will come back around. I truly thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It has been amazing. We didn't get a lot of evidence. We got 3 EVPs tonight. And some slamming doors. And a lot of investigators talking. This is what we go through with unattended recorders. Just part of it. You guys have an amazing night. God bless. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Y'all take care. You guys have a great night, and see you guys later.